Alright guys, here's a quick video of my new tank. It just finished cycling. I know I kind of rushed to put stuff in this, but I need to tear down my 75 because my wife is kicking my tank out. So this is a Innovative Marine Mini 38 or Nouveau 38 or whatever you want to call it. I had to really pick and choose what I wanted to keep from my 75 because obviously I can't squeeze all that stuff into a 38, which is literally half. But you know, I did fit a good amount of stuff. Little frags of everything really. This is my first attempt at a halide light, or my first tank I've ever used a halide light, and it must put out a lot more power than those T5s I had, because a lot of my frags, I don't know if you can see it, but they're really bleaching out. You know, some of my chalices are bleaching out. Well, I guess we'll see if it all comes back. But for the most part, I'm fairly happy. This tank right now, other than these on the returns, I bought the Innovative Spin Streams. Other than these, the tank is bone stock, which those little spin streams add a good amount of flow, as you can see from the top. However, it's really not enough for everything in here because, you know, my corals don't really move too much. So I'll add a couple of power heads probably in the next month or two. Because I don't have nearly as much room in this one as I do in my 75. I tried my hand at one of these 3D back walls, or 3D fake walls, whatever you want to call it, and I think it came out pretty good. You know, it adds a lot of rock to my back wall, so I can grow my corals there since I don't have the room in the tank. There's a side profile. And I think it came out pretty good. I think it looks pretty good. And then the only actual rock work I have in the sand is this one big, like, upside down U. But that's about it for that. Now let me know what you guys all think about this. This was also the first one I ever had to build a stand for. Because of where it is in my room, I had to build a little midget stand. Because otherwise it blocks my TV, and well, we can't be having that. Although it is kind of nice, you know, the top of the tank there is basically at waist level, and the light right here is, you know, like the bottom of my rib cage. So it was actually made it cool for mounting my reef keeper. You know, I could put it right over the light and just, you know, reach over and do whatever I need. I mounted the power strips for the reef keeper above the tank also, which is obviously nice for being able to, you know, switch things around a bit. The one thing I don't like about this tank right now, and I'm definitely going to change it down the road, is this crappy protein skimmer that Innovative makes. They have a new one now, the Innovative Marine Ghost, which I'm sure is better than this thing, because this thing is just awful. I mean, it does work, as you can see. It does work, but it's impossible to dial in. The water flow in that chamber right there is super steady, super stable, and it's still impossible to dial in. It's either too low or overflowing. It's miserable, and well, you know, with the experience I had with this one, I'm not even going to bother with the Innovative Ghost. I'm just going to go right with the Tunzi 9004. That one's supposed to be fairly well bulletproof, and Tunzi's a much better brand. This is also the first tank that I've ever utilized an auto top-off. My little Ghetto Fabulous auto top-off buckets here. In this, I got the the Auto Aqua Smart ATO, which, as you can see, that little round thing right there at the water level is the sensor on the inside of the tank, and then that little thing bulging out the back of the tank right on the other side of the sensor. That's basically the whole water top off right there. That's the whole, all the electronic stuff. And then you get a little bracket here and a hose for where the water gets pumped in. It's super small, super discreet, and so far has been just incredible. Best thing I've ever bought. Can't say enough good about it. And it's also a whole lot cheaper than the Tunzi Osmolator. I still got a few more fish to add to this from my other tank before I tear it down. And I think before I tear it down, I might want to wait and see if the corals, you know, so most of my SPS pull through. A couple of them are faded pretty bad. I guess we'll find out. Alright, that's about it for this tour. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching.